Guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So I went into North Bay today to Long McQuaid, formerly Music City. One of these days I'll stop telling you it's formerly Music City. But anyways, Long McQuaid, and the Sigma guitar, it's kind of like the Taylor in a way. It's been on the wall for a little while, been playing on it, and I thought, you know, I wouldn't mind something that's, you know, 100% acoustic only, take out with me to, you know, parks and stuff and play and jam, and who knows, maybe some people will throw some money in my case, right? Anyways, I wouldn't be doing that with the Taylor because, you know, solid body guitars and really expensive ones are, you know, a lot more sensitive to humidity, but of course, you know, and heat. So is this one to a certain point. But anyways, it does have a two-piece split back, an authentic one. And it's got the nice stripe down the back too. It is Indian rosewood back and sides, Sitka spruce top, rosewood fingerboard, mahogany neck, rosewood bridge, bone nut and saddles. Bone nut and saddle. Grover tuners on this one. Really nice. I really like all the nice binding work that they did on it. It's really, really good. This is said to be a exact replica, according to Sigma, of a Martin D18, which retails for a lot of cash. So yeah, I think I like the Sigma one a little bit better, you know, price-wise. It is a beautiful sounding instrument. Originally I had done up this same video, but the strings are kind of dead. So I thought, you know what, let's put brand new strings on it so that it sounds really the way it should. And it does use Martin strings right from the factory, light gauge. So I got an extra set of strings with it anyways. And I did get the Martin lights because I figured, you know what, use what sounds best on it anyways. That's kind of the way I work, because strings will affect the sound of your guitar. So we're going to give you a little demo of it today. No review yet. I will do a couple tunes up for you guys too on a couple of videos, and then we'll get to a review down the road and, you know, tell you what I really think about it after, you know, being able to go through a lot of different songs. Because when I play at the music stores, you know, a lot of what I'll do is I'll jam around with stuff like this here. That's the sort of thing that, you know, that's, you know, really good. You know, you get a pretty good feel for it and see how things are working. You know, do a few bar chords. It plays really nice. It's set up very nice. The action is actually, well, I might lower it just a slight hair with the neck adjustment. I might. But I'm going to let it, you know, sit for a while and get used to the temperatures and humidity in the house first, and, you know, just see what it does, you know. And if I do need to make an adjustment, fine, you know. Wouldn't be much. It's a nice combination of the woods though, you know, the rosewood for the fretboard, the mahogany neck, rosewood back and sides is nice, and rosewood is not a cheap wood by any means. The more splits that you find in the back of a guitar, on the back, actually the better it's going to be, especially the way it will resonate, and the sound quality is totally amazing differences. Now some people will like and love that, some people will hate it. You know, everybody has their own thing of what kind of sound they want out of a guitar. And, you know, even though I was getting away from the full dreadnought style bodies and going into the cutaways, you know, I thought, you know, why not? You know, it's a really nice sounding guitar. You know, looks beautiful too. You know, really awesome wood on this thing. Just really nice. You know, it's got really nice book matched solid top too, which is good. you know, and does have a strap pin here, but you will not find a strap pin back here or one here, which normally I've been getting them like that, except there's been a few guitars that I've had to install a strap pin on, and that's no big deal. A lot of people will tie their strap up by the neck, and that is actually very, very bad for your guitar. But that's a whole other video to explain that mathematics to you. But I thought I had a strap pin here, and I found out I did have one, but it's rusted up, and it's like, I ain't putting that on a new guitar. But so I'm gonna have to when I go in on Friday back into Long McQuaid, I'm gonna pick up a strap pin to put under here, under the heel, because that's where I prefer my strap to be set anyways. Is right in here, and because it's dreadnought, you don't get to really access the higher frets very easily, you know, unless you got really super long fingers, then you could, but not too worried about that anyways. But I really like this guitar. It's really nice. Now I'm playing that with a .46 millimeter pick, so let's go into something a little thicker. And we're going to use one of these new Daba picks. These are kind of cool because, you know, they can get softer or harder depending on where you hold them. Overall, really nice. I like it. But not a review yet. This is just a, you know, show and tell kind of thing, and let you know what it sounds like with a brand spanking new set of Martin lights on her. I actually prefer the sound out of this guitar with a thinner flexible pick myself. So I will have the link in the video description below for Long McQuaid. They're a massive chain all across Canada, and they've got really good competitive pricing, awesome selection of instruments, you know, that are generally in stock, you know, and among other accessories and stuff, amplifiers, you know, microphones, anything music that they carry is there, and it's on their website, and lots of stuff in store too. And from what I've been told, they're getting a lot of new stock coming in too at the North Bay location, which is going to be awesome. Can't wait. You know, and lefties, we have more options now to buy locally, especially if you're in the North Bay area. But even if you're not, and you're in some other place where there's a Long McQuaid store, that's great, you know, and you can shop on their website as well, you know, and have it delivered to your door. I've known about Long McQuaid since, you know, I was like, what, 14. 14 years old was actually the first time I ever stepped foot into a Long McQuaid store, and that was when I was looking for a guitar, because I was just starting lessons officially at that point, and I needed a better playing guitar than what I had, you know, because I grew up on like Sears crap and other oddball junk, So that was one of the first stores, and talk about a huge store. And the manager today at Long McQuaid, he told me that they now have, there's 2 stores now in Winnipeg, which is the place I was living when I went into my first Long McQuaid store. And I was like, wow, that's really great. Now I got 2 stores. That's awesome. So, and in Winnipeg, yeah, it's like, but they got a huge enough population there too, right? Now, Sigma Guitars was originally owned by Martin, and they sold out to a company out in Germany, so that's where this one's been derived from. But Sigma were made by Martin at one time, and you know, just outstanding quality. And you know, even with the new company owners, I mean, they're doing some really phenomenal work. You know, I mean, it's just unreal. You know, so very good. And price point worth. This thing retails. Now I got a good deal on it, but it does retail for $639 Canadian. So, you know, not a cheap guitar either, and not exactly what I would consider to be a beginner level guitar. You know, not that I would suggest for a beginner, but you know, if you're an intermediate player or above, hey, you know, it's a great instrument, beautiful sound, and the fact that it's an exact replica of a D18 from Martin, hey, you know, like that's pretty competitive edge there, because that D18's a lot of cash to buy if you were to buy the real Martin, you know, and this is, you know, much cheaper, more affordable, and still a beautiful, beautiful instrument. And you really don't have to press that hard on the strings either, which is really good too, considering it's an acoustic, right? But anyways, guys, that concludes this video. Hey, stay tuned for more on this guitar. And we are going to do a versus match, too. Putting this up against the other acoustics on the wall and see how it fares against them. Now, I can't plug this in, so it'll only be acoustic to acoustic sound, because there's no electronics in this puppy, okay? And there likely will never be, but we'll see. But anyways, for now... catch you later. If you're not subbed to my channel, please subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up, you know, and see you on the next one. Ciao.